2017. Nice day today, probably about 45, 50 degrees out. You know, for January it's nice. Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday, is supposed to be high at 30, so it's going to drop. But anyway, on this job here, I was on this job a couple of days ago. It was an old oil burner setup, and the lady's got a real old system there, and I told her a couple of years ago it needed to be replaced. She called me no heat. She had run out of oil, and the delivery guy tried to bleed the pump, and she couldn't get it to bleed. So I went over there, you know, the oil line needed to be upgraded, but she had no heat. So I was able to throw a new filter in there, you know, and clean the oil line out. And I did check the pump filter. It was okay. I was able to prime the pump and change the nozzle and get her heat, but I got to go back there now and put an OSV valve or a new oil line in, because it doesn't meet code, and it's got to be upgraded for the new insurance laws. So I'm going there now. I did get a heat, you know, emergency situation type of thing, but I told her I got to go back and upgrade that oil line. So I'll try to give you guys some shots when I get there. I'm going to attempt to put the OSV valve in first. If that don't work, I'll run a new oil line, but I'll have to run it, you know, above the ground type of thing. And it's got an old J pump. I mean, this burner is old, but still running. You know, I tell these people to change stuff, and they don't want to change it. I really, you know, I'm kind of like caught between a rock and a hard place here. I do what I can. I was a little pissed there the other day, going over there and getting that old piece of shit running again. You know, people are just cheap. But anyway, I'll try to give you guys some shots if I can. Alright guys, you can see this is, I gotta put a OSV valve on this thing. If I can. I got one there.
Sounds like the cold weather's headed here tomorrow again.
Yep.
It's been working fine since you left.
Yeah, it hasn't tripped.
Oh, it's been fine.
National, what a beast. I gotta put that in there.
The last 2 days, so I haven't had it up high.
Well, at least I got your heat the other day, so you know.
I got it on about 67 because it's been warm the last couple of days.
So you can see it's right in the concrete. I'm gonna put that OSV valve in. I don't know if this pump will pull it. We're gonna try it. Look at this old thing, unbelievable. National. I did put a nozzle in it and filter at the tank just to get a heat. It was later in the day. So let's see if I get this thing apart and put that OSV valve on there. I might have to run a new line, I don't know yet. Let's see what we can do with this thing, if anything. This has to be changed to a flare. This thing was all full of muck. I had to clean it out. It's getting a good flow now, so she's getting no oil flow. She ran out of oil, and then the oil guy couldn't get it to work. So she called me in. See if we get that off of there. Probably not going to be pretty. I don't like doing this, but I ain't got really much choice. That's for sure. I always get a rag ready and a screwdriver just in case. It's really full too. Probably better off backing this off and Do it a little bit different. I want to try something else. I get another wrench. I could see the filter's brand new. Filter's been changed. Maybe try something else. Alright guys, so I get another. I don't know if this one's gonna work or not, but I don't think so. It's too long. Well, we'll use the original one. I'll be able to get that apart. See if we can get this off. I'm gonna use my spud wrench on this to grab it. It's flat jaws. I'll be able to grab this good like that. Hopefully get this off without ruining it. I don't know. I might have to put in a whole new unit on there. I have one in the truck if I have to. Man, I don't know. It's just kind of really on there. Wow. I mean, I'm putting a lot of pressure on that. I think it's coming. Wow. Nope. I'm gonna have to put a whole new cartridge in there, which I have them in the truck. Put a new housing on there. Oh well. Got a brand new housing there. We'll use this one. Pipe dope on there. Oh, this thing has an arrow, which way it's gonna go in, and it says out. Yeah. Now, you know, I could run a new oil line, or the OSV, whatever's easier. I told this lady years ago she needs a new system. You figure she'd put it in? Nope. Okay. Alright, oil safety valve. The pump has to pull a good vacuum for it to open, or it won't work. It's a safety, so you don't lose the oil on the ground. It's basically a safety valve. It's a new code now in my state. You gotta have this or protected oil line, one of the two. Sometimes these won't work on the older pumps. We'll find out we'll see if it'll pull it. I did take it apart last time I was here, the pump, and there was no muck in the screen, so we'll see if this works. I don't know if it's gonna reach. Maybe. think so. Flare adapt, I'll go in like that. Maybe something like that, I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna flare this nut yet. I'm gonna put a flare nut on there. Or something like that, you know. This whole stuff doesn't, you know, move like it should. Not as good as it should. I gotta flare it. That's not like, well, there, I guess. Put a flare nut on there. Things just giving me a hard time. There it goes. Alright. Good job. And we got the Hillmore flaring tool. Okay. You gotta make sure you get the flare nut on there first, or you ain't gonna work. Alright. Should be okay. We'll find out when we put it together. Let's see if it pulls. Hopefully it'll pull it. Make sure you get that tight. Not pretty. Make sure there's a filter in there. Filter and gasket. You gotta have a flare nut on it. The other side's a compression. I'm gonna leave that because I'm gonna leave that for now. I don't want touching that part of it. But as long as this valve's in, I meet code. We'll have to see if that pump will pull it. I'm hoping so. Got a lot of jobs to do today. I ain't got time to be playing around. Alright, she's a true test will come and see if that pump, if I can bleed that pump. You can see there's a little bleeder right there. You see that bleeder? I gotta loosen that bleeder up and then run it. Sometimes it makes a little bit of a mess, but this is what they call a J pump. for a bit. Purge it a couple of times, prime it a couple of times. Make sure I'm getting a good flow here. You guys see? Change the nozzle. The other day I was here. NRC National Heat Exchanger. Oh, no beast. Stack switch. Look at the dampers in the chimney. Unbelievable. That's an old burner, man. Look at the transformer on the side. You gotta take this plate off. Take the nozzle out. The nozzle comes out. The transformer's on the side there. Motor's on the top. Unbelievable. She wants me to work on this thing. The high limit. Expansion tank. For the drain. Still working. Alright, no leaks. I'm gonna put that oil safety valve on there so if the oil line gets rotted, it doesn't leak the oil into the ground. Old tank. Firematic right there at the ceiling. Alright, new filterette. Tank. New OSV valve. New nozzle at burner. She shut off on limit. It didn't trip out on safety, so we'll have to turn it up just to make sure. But I did put the new nozzle in the other day I was here, and we should be all set. You want to turn up the burner, ma'am? You want to turn it up? Turn up the thermostat.
Okay.
She wanted me to give it a clean, and I said, this thing needs to be replaced. She's firing up nice. There was an old nozzle in there that was really, really nasty, so it's running a lot better with the new nozzle. Alright, it's all set. She don't like her, Mama. She don't like her. She don't like her, Mama. She don't like her. She don't like her, Mama. Look at her. She don't like her. She don't like her. Whoa! Don't tip it. You peeing in there? No pee spots in the cage. Be good now. Where's the baby dog? Here she is. Isn't she a cute little doggy? Isn't she a cute doggy? Let her rip potato chip. She's gonna let it rip potato chip. All right, push over. Come on. Push over. There she is. Baby the dog. Baby the dog. My buddy, man. She's a licker, mama. She's a licker. She's a licker, mama. She's a licker. Alright, come on, push over. Come on, push over. Come on. Go home now.